So after episode 1, I thought the show was going to be sex, drugs, cool monsters, fighting, and a lot of fun, but kind of superficial. I was shocked at just how deep the show got and just how many philosophical concepts it really explored and explored well. I thought its portrayal of what would happen in an apocalyptic scenario, whether it's aliens or in this case it's demons, you have all the different factions. You have the crazy conspiracy guys naked in the middle of the street, freaking out, saying everyone's a demon. You have the jingoism and the people chest beating and saying we got to get the demons. You have the people reading the Bible and saying we got to defeat them with love. And then when you see what the elite and the world leaders would really do, that's where it really gets interesting. So first you have the world leaders of one country saying, well, we know the other countries, they've been taken over by demons, so we can't trust them. I mean, that's pretty standard, something that would happen. And then you see what appears to be world leaders using the threat of demons to consolidate their own power to attack anybody who's potentially subversive to their regime. So they say, look, first step of becoming a demon is having dissatisfaction and not liking the government, which is me. So if you see any signs that someone's maybe potentially going to be a threat to my power, well, then they're going to turn into a demon and you have to take them out. So co-opting the demon threat to shore up their own power. But then you see what it actually is, which is demons impersonating certain world leaders to use humans' fear of demons to get them to turn on each other and see everyone as a potential demon, which is of course what they'd do. They'd manipulate our fear of them to get us to take each other out. And you see them be the world leaders and then also just the leaders of these lynch mobs that form, scapegoat and ordinary humans. A demon is, leading, and as soon as other people see someone leading, they immediately follow suit, even though they don't realize it's a demon, not really a human. And there's this whole idea of if you wait until they're actually turned into a demon, it's too late. So you need to preemptively attack before that. That whole idea of preemptive revenge or preemptive attack, it's very timely. And then Ryo and Akira's relationship, I mean, it was what the show was all about, but it was fascinating. It was so well done. So first of all, they have this dynamic where Akira's a crybaby, Ryo seems like psychopathic, kind of insane. But then when Akira turns into a demon, you see this role reversal, and that's fun. And then you see the backlash to the old roles, and you remember, oh no, Ryo's actually insane. You forgot about that, and that's fun as well. Then you have a long period where you don't really know where the show is going to go, and it's that unpredictability. You don't really understand Ryo, what his motivations are. You can't really get a beat on him, and this is where the show is most fun and unpredictable, and you don't really know what's going to happen. So at first you think Ryo has this irrational hatred of demons and hates them so much that he's actually more evil than the demons because he's willing to sacrifice so many innocent lives to destroy this demon threat. So you see that potentially his hatred of evil has caused him to be even more evil than what he's fighting. And you get very funny scenes where Ryo's describing demons and he's saying they have no conscience, no empathy, and he's really just describing himself and you don't know if he's aware of that. And then you get the big reveal that Ryo is actually Satan. And right away, when you hear this, you think you're going to roll your eyes. You think, what show is going to really earn that reveal where it makes sense? But I feel this show totally did. When they did the reveal, I thought it was perfect, and I had no complaints about it whatsoever. I thought everything really fit. And you get this interesting idea that I hadn't seen before, that the Earth, when dinosaurs ruled it, that's this kind of hellish, might makes right, power dominates world. And God sent the meteor to clear that and try to create something better. We never really think of dinosaurs in like a positive or negative way. They're just kind of neutral. It was interesting to frame it in this demonic sense. And then we get this really interesting imagery where Ryo is Satan, but he's white and beautiful and angelic and looks like an angel, whereas Akira is this black hunchback bat, and he's really the good one. So it's just kind of an interesting play on our classical images of good and evil. And you get this line that Satan's just an angel that challenged God to a fight. And then the show ends with having these kids have different reactions to animals dying, one of empathy and crying, and one of callous indifference. And then it pairs that with these battles at the end of the world, these two forces of good and evil. And it's just so well done and just kind of shows how these small things right from childhood, these different reactions people have, those are the true fundamental forces that would be at odds in an epic end of the world battle. And then at the end, when Ryo's talking to Akira and going on this long monologue, and then the camera pans down and you see his whole body's missing and he's dead. God, I just got goosebumps. It was one of the best endings and just shocking. That's why I liked it so much. I was so surprised. Like, I never would have predicted that that's how the show was going to go. I still can't believe it. I don't know what they're going to do with the next season. It seems like that's it. And if that's it and there's no more seasons, like, for me, it couldn't have been a more perfect ending. The show was really funny, and it had a bunch of different kinds of humor. So there was this kind of like meta humor where he changes into a devil, and then all the girls are swooning over him, and one of the other students says, he's way over the standard of how much a character can change in one day. So just kind of that wink wink inside joke humor. There's goofy humor, the animation of the sprinting, where they look like a gazelle galloping with their nose almost on the ground. I saw it once. They did it a bunch more times throughout. It was funny each time. And then humor I can't really explain. Like every time he said the word Devilman, it was funny, and I'm not sure why, but it was. And then just completely random humor. A girl's masturbating and she's making moaning sounds, and eventually she's just making these donkey EOS sounds, and it's like, why? I don't know, but I laughed. It was funny. And the show really did make you feel Miki. She was so sweet, so adorable. The whole show, just wholesome, pure, perfect. And then she gives this little monologue about why she loves running, and it's just one foot after the other, steadily progressing towards a goal. And it's so perfect and adorable. And then she dies out of nowhere, and it's just, it hits you. And then the whole idea of having to kill your parents because they've been taken over by a dark force and they're not really your parents anymore, similar to zombie movies. There's just so many things. I can't even cover all the stuff that I loved about this series. Bottom line is it was great. So much to talk about. Maybe I'll make another video. I really enjoyed it. Sad maybe there won't be another season. If there is another season, I'll definitely watch it. If you like my review, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, click my face at the end of the video to subscribe. If you leave a comment, let me know how you like the series, any other series you'd like me to review, or any other feedback on my reviews in general. Leave a comment and I'll definitely read it and reply.